Hello and welcome here to Talk SCB and welcome back once again to the channel, guys. Now what I thought I would do, I did a video, very brief update earlier on Philippe Coutinho, and I thought I would do exactly the same on Ousmane Dembele because I know a lot of you are wondering exactly what the situation is, and I just want to try and give as much information that is absolutely possible because I know how hard it is in this summer, especially the summer that we've been through, losing Neymar and everything that came with that, how long it took, and now we're in the latter stages of the window. We're absolutely aware we've got to act right now, and it's so important that we do that right and we get our business done as quickly as possible. So I just want to give you some updates, particularly today on Ousmane Dembele. And now what I want to go through is the quote that came out late last night after Dortmund lost the German Super Cup on penalties to Bayern Munich. On that night, Ousmane Dembele was relatively quiet, didn't have a huge impact on the game, but what he did do was provide the crucial assist for Dortmund's second goal, which came through Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. A brilliant pass he played through to him to score the second goal. A nice finish from Aubameyang as well. But I just want to talk you through what the German press came out with, and it was actually the BVB CEO. It was Joachim Watz who came out after the game and said that basically Dembele would not leave for 100 million. He said that Dembele is worth more than 100 million. He said it's not enough for a player of his quality. What I would say about that is very important. I think that Dembele is up for sale. I don't think Dortmund actively want to sell him, but I think they're happy to negotiate. They will make a massive profit on Ousmane Dembele this summer. They're trying to bring in a replacement for him. They're trying to look at other targets and possibly replace him in their team. And I think if we put an offer high enough, they will definitely be open to selling because they know that the player wants to go. What I would say about this as well is we heard so many times over the course of the summer, Neymar is not leaving, from Jordi Mestre, from Bartomeu. What ended up happening? He ended up leaving. So I wouldn't read an awful lot into what the official clubs come out and say what they do say. What I would very much point to in this actually is the fact that he does say if he was to leave, it would be for more than 100 million. And then he goes on to say, well, he'll stay. Well, in one breath, he's saying, if you want to come and get him, you've got to pay over 100 million. So he's actually saying, if you paid the money, we're happy to let Dembele go. And I think that's the way it is, and that's the way it's always been with Dortmund. They produce such quality players, they bring in, they have a fantastic scouting system, and then when they do receive the fees, they're happy enough to sell them. A lot of the players do move on. You've seen their players move to Bayern Munich in the past, and certainly I think if we paid the money to Borussia Dortmund, we will get Dembele. The question is, though, are you going to pay more than 100 million for Dembele, who is enormous talent? He's a fantastic talent, like we've been talking about him for the last few days. He's got a lot on offer. We saw that last night in flashes, although he wasn't at his brilliant best. And I think it's interesting. That's what I want to get your guys' opinion on. Would you pay over 100 million for him, and how much more than 100 million would you pay? What sort of figure would be the cut-off point for you? And you've got to remember, guys, this is a crazy market. This market has gone absolutely mental in terms of transfer fees. You've seen, you know, Neymar go to PSG for a world record sum. And even players like Romelu Lukaku, Alvaro Morata going to the Premier League and moving around there, astronomical fees. And I just think it's a crazy market. We've got a lot of money now. We knew that clubs would certainly raise their price when we got our Neymar money. We knew it would be difficult for us. And the problem that we have now is that we're running out of time. And that is of the essence, because a lot of these clubs now will think, well, Barcelona are desperate. And for that reason, they'll pay the big bucks. And the actual, you know, obviously thing is, we probably will. We probably will have to end up paying the massive money. And if Dembele in the end ends up winning Champions League titles with us, if he's, you know, possibly in the running for the Ballon d'Or title, it'll all be worth it, because over the course of his career, you'd say he's probably got about 10 years left of the top level at least. So it's definitely an investment worth making. You don't know what the transfer fees are going to rise to in the future as well, because I mean, we all looked at Paul Pogba last season and said that's an astronomical amount of money, but right now looking at it, it's not actually that much given the circumstances, you know, the way the market has gone. So what I would say, guys, is to you, how much more than 100 million would you pay for Dembele, or would you even be happy going above that mark to sign him? Because I think from these statements from Dortmund's CEO, I think they're open to selling. I think they're open to negotiations. I think the club from Barcelona's point of view are saying, we've got other targets, we're pursuing Coutinho, we're pursuing Dybala, and I think it's going to be really interesting how this plays out. The problem is that we don't have much time. We can't really bargain with Dortmund. We can't really mess around with them because they know that we want the player and we need the player in the next few weeks weeks to come. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this one pays out. But at the moment, there's no new developments. Dembele wants to come. We certainly want him. But how much will we end up paying for him if we do make that offer? Because a lot of sources are saying that Barcelona now will go in with an official offer for around 100 million, possibly beyond that. But some other sources as well are saying that Barcelona do not want to go above 100 million and will not bid above that. So it's going to be so interesting to see how this develops. Right now, there's not a lot of new information going around. We will see in the coming days what's happening, but that is the latest update for you guys. Leave your thoughts down below. How much would you pay for Dembele? How much is he worth for you in the current market? That's the important bit. Leave your thoughts down below. I will see you very, very soon. But until then, as always, Vesca el Barça.
Barça, Barça.